So I spent a little bit of money to send away these cards, and I did. There are some from collecting when I was a kid. There's some from other avenues, either breaking. All right, so I sent this away, and I thought, you know what? I have some old cards. I have some stuff that would be cool to get PSA 10s. And, if they did come back in a 10, they would be valuable. And I don't think I chose wisely. I really don't. And, so here's part of it. I'll put that up there like that. And here's the second part. I think it was 27? Well, 20 something. I feel like they went broke on the shrink wrap here. But anyway, yeah. I mean, this is kind of more or less. I should be way past this as far as cards that I send into grade, but I'm not, and I made a bad choice, and I'm going to share it with everybody. So first things first, I got a Michael Jordan 92 Hoops All-Star Weekend PSA 8. So that's probably not going to be too good. Caleb Williams rookie. I was thinking if I could get some base rookies, probably flip them for $40-50. Looking at this one now, I'm trying to see, is this like, it's like the centering's like crooked now that I see that. But I got a PSA 8, and maybe if you guys are seeing something on this, let me know. But I didn't think that it looked that bad. Brian Thomas. Clearly, I kind of knew this one would be a tough grade just because it is an acetate card. Again, kind of the same thing. It looks kind of skewed. But this is a PSA 8 as well. Man, so far off to a bad start. I mean, if you're not getting PSA 10s in your base rookies, you are not getting value. Again, just another base rookie. I thought, did a once over on it. I thought it had good potential to be a 10. Thought I could make a small profit. And ended up getting a PSA 9, which again, I guess I'm this corner down here. But yeah, just overall, just poor decision-making process. I mean, if this is a numbered card or something like that, this one's going to the PC. Ricky Henderson, all-time theft leader. So I just did it because I wanted to get it in a slab. I didn't see this on the card before I sent it in. Kind of some browning, but it was a PSA 8. And so that's going to go on the PC for sure. This one, Yellow Flood, again, probably not a card that I would send in, but did it once over. Now I'm seeing that the centering is a bit off here, but not that bad. But PSA 9, so not the worst. Marvin Harrison Jr., who I feel like I have, maybe I'm the only person who has any faith that he's actually going to be good. Again, just a base rookie. Did a pretty good once over on this one as well. And get a PSA 9. So Again, when you just when you're looking for those base rookies and you are looking for PSA 10s on these to make an easy, quick buck, and you're sending them in, you're getting 8s and 9s. It's really not going to pay dividends for you. So this one's a 1994 Shaq, and I sent this in. I wasn't sure. I mean, I did a nice once over, did a pretty good view of it. It's interesting. It's in the slab. It now has this like kind of bend in it. I don't know if you can see that right there. But yeah, PSA 4. So obviously I missed something pretty hefty on this. I mean, the corners look pretty good. So unless I'm missing something again, oh, it looks like there's a big crease right here, which actually now that I see that, I mean, I would have noticed that. So I don't know. Anyway. Excuse me, 1991 Pro Set Bo Jackson, Heisman Hero. Again, kind of did a look. It looks like it's kind of stained now that I look at it. It's not a bright white there. PSA 8. So this is just bad decision making on my part. You know, it wasn't, I mean, I was hoping, it was kind of one of those things that you kind of send and hope for a PSA 10. And what it ended up happening was kind of not being like, this is clearly off center here. That's, you know, best case scenario, we're going to get a 9, you know, knowing what I know now. But Griffey and Barry Bonds, PSA 8. Another kind of, you know, kind of hoping that we get a 10. I don't think it was, you know, I'm trying to think here, maybe a little bit off there. Corners, especially on these cards, with the blue backing, you can usually see the whiting on the corners pretty well. And yeah, I just didn't. I mean, I'm not seeing where. Maybe it's that centering, but PSA 8 again. So another loser there. In the past, I've seen very good return on grading Revolution. So I did my once over on the corners. Corners look good. Fractal, which is obviously just one kind of SP, and ended up with a PSA 9. So again, had this been a PSA 10, we're sitting in a lot better position. So this one is, I believe Prestige had the first Caleb Williams card with him in the Bears uniform. So I thought this would be kind of cool to get in a 10. I thought it would have a little bit of extra value. And again, did a pretty good once over. Centering doesn't look too bad. And I got a 9. So I'm not sure what I'm missing on that, but you know, a 9. Again, base prism, did a pretty good. I'm seeing now there's like a little, I don't know if you can see that, there's like a dot there. Corner's good, centering looks pretty good, and yeah, unfortunately a PSA 8 here, so not ideal. And this one, I believe I sent 2 of these in. Wait a minute. Oh, you already saw it anyway. So, actually, I'm going to turn this over. So, I thought this was a logo fracture that I sent in. Guess I didn't. Anyway, so PSA 10, that's kind of what you're looking for on a base rookie, is a PSA 10. Obviously, 2023 Optic, Anthony Richardson again I sent this in before the NFL season, so I kind of had some thought that Anthony Richardson may start. He is not, and Daniel Jones is doing well, so that PSA 10 is good, but again, not ideal. Looking at this one, there's like a scratch inside but that's not on the card, which is kind of weird. There's a scratch on the slab. There's like a dot right there and a dot right there, which, I mean, again, a lot of these cards, like I did look over pretty well. This was kind of a speculative one too. I thought he would start, which he is starting this year, but he's not playing great. So PSA 9 on silver, you know, probably won't get my value back on that. So here's another Jackson Merrill. And I mean, maybe I got to go through my cards because I'm pretty sure I sent in logo fractures that turned into just base cards. So I'd like to see what I sent in. But anyway, that's another 10. Where's that paper? Where did that paper go? Let me see if it's around here. I want to look at it real quick. It's in here. So I do have a couple more cards, but I'm just curious now. Let me see. Topps Chrome update Jackson Merrill. Interesting. I'll have to look back at what I sent. 91 score. Just looked like a cool card. I thought that it was centered good. I thought the corners were pretty good, although now I'm seeing this corner on the bottom is kind of a little bit janky. Again, centering is okay. So 9, not bad for a 1991 card. Brian Thomas Jr. hoping to get a 10, you know, sell this thing for 25, 30 bucks or something. And so we got a 9. So again, just bad decision making overall. I did look at a lot of these cards. I want to reiterate that many times. I looked at all of these cards in depth. This was one that I found in our you know, card collection from when I was a kid, and I saw that a PSA 10 did decent numbers, so I looked at this one. Again, fine-tooth comb. Ended up with a 9, so not the worst in a card from 91, but again, not going to be the value that you want to get. Drake May on the reactive yellow. Again, did a pretty good. Oh, let's see some whiting on the corner there. But did get a PSA 9. And then the last one, Alexander Sarr. This was another speculative one, so hopefully he plays well this year on the Select Maroon at a 175. And we got a 10 on that one. So all in all, pretty poor to get 4 10s out of what I sent in. That's not a good strike rate in comparison to the past ones that I've done, past submissions that I've done. So, you know, we can't win them all. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you on the next one.